Auckland Zoo is home to more than 1,400 animals, with over 135 different species. We follow a dedicated team inside the zoo and out into the wilds of New Zealand. This time on Wild Heroes, the ungulate team prepare for a birth.
Anything could happen during birth.
All eyes will be on it.
We meet one of the longest living animals on the planet. And Auckland Zoo helps to save an endangered giant.
You want to be as careful as possible not to ruin anyone's hidey hole.
The zoo's African safari track is home to animals from across the continent. It's a space designed to resemble the savannah.
We have a herd of 4 giraffe at Auckland Zoo, 3 females and 1 male. Billy, who is almost 4, and then in the middle we have Karaka and Kabili, who are mother and daughter. Rakia is our oldest, and she is almost 21. Hi, Rakia. I've always loved giraffe. They're charismatic, they're inquisitive, they're gentle giants. We're long-term partners of the Giraffe Conservation Foundation to help support these amazing species in the wild. You want to finish it? That's enough. Karaka, our 12-year-old, is pregnant. We're very excited. She is due in a few weeks now. Come on. We are doing monitoring every week, so we do fecal testing as well as her training every morning. We've been training her so that she's comfortable with us, just in case we have to intervene in any way.
Come on. Billy.
Good. Gel going on. Good girl, well done. Giraffe pregnancy, the gestation is approximately 16 months long. The bigger the animal, the longer the pregnancy. Well done, sweetheart.
Are you happy with that?
Yeah, happy with that. So we stop that there for the day. We've got vets on board, we're all on board. Just like any pregnancy, anything could go wrong. Baby could be stuck, labour could stop. All eyes will be on it, completely.
Animals that creep and crawl are often misunderstood or overlooked. But they are the unsung heroes of the natural world. And there's one insect that's simply too big to miss.
So this is an adult female wetapunga in here. She would probably weigh about between 30 and 40 grams, I'd say, maybe a little bit more.
Wetapunga are the largest species of native giant weta. They are one of the heaviest insects in the world. And although wetapunga did outlive the dinosaurs, they too were almost completely wiped out.
It became highly threatened directly through the actions of humans, and so it's our responsibility to fix that.
Shortly after rats were introduced to New Zealand, they began declining.
One of the cool things about them is everything's huge, everything's like exaggerated. What is usually a tiny feature, it's just like blowing up right in your face. Like those little black dots there, which she uses to breathe. And you've got the ear.
This is its ear here. This here, some people think it's a sting, but it's not. It's actually quite a delicate organ. It's used for laying eggs into the ground. You can see her abdomen is really large and it's full of eggs. She'll be laying eggs most nights now.
The female wetapunga lay their precious cargo into special egg fields, which provide the ideal conditions for hatching.
There will be hundreds more eggs sitting just in here, just under the soil where the females laid them. And so over the next few months, they will gradually be hatching out of there. On average, it's about a year's worth of incubation.
I think it's really wonderful how the zoo has embraced projects like the Wetapunga project. And to me, that gives me quite a lot of hope for other invertebrates. We tend to remove insects from our consciousness a little bit.
So that was just releasing them into their new home, where they'll grow up in here for the next few months before being released out into the wild.
Today, zoo team Ben and Dave will be travelling to a special group of islands located in the Hauraki Gulf.
After the Wetapunga have been released onto the offshore islands, it's really important to go back there to make sure that they're still existing there. There were no Wetapunga at all until we started translocating them here. We released about 1,600 and now we're coming back to see what kind of numbers are persisting.
This is actually my first time to the islands, so yeah, I'm super excited to be here, super excited to see the habitat and super excited to see some Wetapunga.
So this is a really important group of islands for our project. They are free of introduced predators. They have amazing Wetapunga habitat on them.
The Noises Islands have been privately owned by passionate conservationists, the Nyeruta family, since 1933.
We've spent our whole lifetimes out here. There's a really deep connection. Our parents really loved the place and they instilled that love. It's something, yeah, we know we've got to look after it and treasure it.
They're nocturnal, so by day they're hiding tucked into crevices and trees, under tree bark, in amongst dense tangles of vines. At night, they'll be up in the canopy of the trees and in also the sub-canopy here, feeding on the foliage. Or they'll be lower down on tree trunks, browsing on the mosses, and they expand out over the forest.
You want to be as careful as possible not to damage or disturb any of the refugia as well, but with how loose the bark can get at times, sometimes it is easier said than done, but yeah, we do want to be really careful not to ruin anyone's hidey hole.
Since 2013, the zoo has hatched, reared and released more than 6,000 wetapunga in partnership with iwi, the Department of Conservation and Butterfly Creek.
Nearly always they're up above the ground. This is an arboreal species. It doesn't spend very much time at all on the ground. It's almost always up in amongst the foliage.
Deceased adult female.
Either they're sleeping in a bit or they've gone up higher.
Got one. It's an adult female. Hello, beautiful. Yeah, she's a good size. Gorgeous.
That's a pretty good one. So this is an adult female, would be somewhere between maybe a year old minimum and maybe up to two years old. But she looks pretty young. The abdomen's quite small, shows she's not producing lots of eggs. Really old females tend to have a big fat abdomen.
Got another two. And I think they're mating. So we have some Wetapunga procreation happening. The larger female just here, the smaller male just here. Awesome. They're making the next generation of Wetapunga for us all. So yeah, good work, guys.
gone pretty good. I think we're up to maybe 40 animals. There's plenty on the island tonight, and plenty out and active as well. Going by what we saw, the species has been able to persist here now for several years. It's very rewarding to know that only a few years ago there were no wetapunga on this island, and now there's lots there, and they're happily breeding away and doing their thing, and they're now part of the ecology of this island.
With the baby giraffe due any day now, the ungulate team are putting the finishing touches on a brand new giraffe shelter.
So we've done a lot of work here the last couple of months. We have put up these dividing walls and gates so we can split this area up in 4 different sections. All the different rooms have individual browse feeders. So we're just spreading out substrate all over the floor. So we have a base here of mulch, and then we're gonna add on some wood shavings and mix it up to get it nice and soft. So the reason we're doing this today is we want to move Giraffe in here as soon as possible, because our pregnant giraffe, Karaka, we want to get her in here so she gets nice and comfortable. We want to make sure that wherever she gives birth, the baby lands on a soft, dry spot. Hi, Kabilly. Good girl. Come on. Hi, sweetheart. Come on. Good girl. Hi, Kabilly. You want that? Of course you do. This is the young female Kabilly. She's quite intense. Almost eat your hand. But she's lovely. Yes, you are. I see it a long time. Hey, Karaka, come on. Karaka's doing really well. She's getting really close to birth now. Her movements is getting a bit slower. Obviously, her belly is getting really big. It's dropping a little bit. We've noticed the last couple of days her udders start filling out with milk. So we have a really cool camera system here. Up in each corner of every stall, there is a camera with built-in infrared light. A couple of us can have a laptop at home, log in a couple of times during the night. We don't have anything specific that we are worried about. It's just in general, anything can happen during birth, and that's why we have the camera system, and we make sure that we are here and on call when it's going to happen, so we can step in and help her if needed. A day or two before we would know it's going to happen. But it's nothing left, it's just some crumbs, but do you want them? I'll show you the bucket, but it's empty. Sorry. It's a lot of preparation and everybody's really excited. When things start happening, yeah, it's really like a team bonding thing. Yeah. Good girl. The baby is really close now, isn't it? Okay, so I'm filming already. Vicky, tell us what's going on.
Karaka's having her baby. Finally.
All right. So let's go down and just check it out.
Morning, sweetheart.
Good girl.
Well done.
We have 2 legs and a head.
Good mama.
It's 6 a.m. and giraffe Karaka is in labour.
We have 2 legs and a head.
It's come out the right way.
Good girl. Good girl. Is it looking all right?
breathing, right?
Breathing.
Yeah.
Careful, buddy. Picky. Go, buddy.
Kerplong. One more try, mate.
Come on, buddy. Oh, almost there. He's standing up.
Sit to it.
Oh, it's feeding off his fighters.
Yes, there we go.
Look at that.
Oh, big man.
Good little baby.
Such a good mama.
This is like textbook so
Yeah.
far. Hi, little guy. Welcome to the world. Hello. Hello.
He's so tall.
We have a baby. I'm very happy. Are you happy?
Very happy.
Very happy.
Very happy. She's done so well. So proud of her.
We've got our healthy male calf. Everything couldn't be better. It was a picture-perfect textbook labour and birth. It was amazing. So the next few days will just be the team monitoring him and Karaka, making sure that he is suckling properly and getting enough milk. And then, the start of next week, we'll look at introductions with the rest of the giraffe herd first, and then we'll move on to the other species. People will finally get to see him. So exciting. I can't wait to share him with the world.
Imagine what life was like 100 years ago. There's one species that doesn't need to. Galapagos tortoises are not only the longest living tortoise on the planet, but they are also the largest.
Hey guys, got one of these? Look at that, buddy. Unfortunately, we've lost some species to extinction, and all are in some way threatened or endangered. These guys, they do their part with educating and advocating for their wild counterparts. Normally, with most animals that you work with as a zookeeper, you play quite a big role in their life and you often are there for their whole life. But even if I were to spend my whole career here, I still only play a very small role in their total lifespan. And to think what they would see over that time period is just, yeah, it's crazy. It's something we can't comprehend because we don't even get close to that 180-year mark. Hey. A lot of people aren't aware that a tortoise or a turtle's shell is actually really sensitive. So each section is called a scoot, and they're all made of keratin, so like your fingernails, and they've actually got lots of blood vessels and nerves running through them. Galapagos tortoises and tortoises in general, for lack of a better word, they are reproductively very active, or frisky if you like. The males are known to just make numerous mating attempts daily. Smiley definitely follows that, that's for sure. But we have to be grateful in some sense. That means that we've had 6 little babies, so he's doing something right.
The zoo team focus on providing the right environment, diet and care to raise beautiful, smooth-shelled, healthy baby tortoises.
So this is our juvenile Galapagos tortoise crèche. It kind of looks a bit odd, it's kind of floating in the air here. The only way we could have these guys housed with adults safely is to have them up off the ground. The tortoises play no role in parenting the young. Once they hatch, the babies have to dig their way out of the nest and then they're on their own. This guy in my hand is 250 grams and he is 250 kilos, so quite a comparison. Crazy to think that there's potential that this little guy could become this big.
Auckland Zoo's tortoises are part of an international breeding program, and the zoo is celebrating 2 new hatchlings.
So this is our 6th little Galapagos tortoise hatchling, just coming up about a month old. Today he's ready to meet our last hatchling, and yeah, hopefully they get along and hopefully this guy can start eating and start exploring and doing all things that little tortoises do. This guy and our last hatchling were individuals. Never met a tortoise before, never seen another tortoise, so hoping that they behave and they don't pick on each other, because tortoises can be a little bit aggressive with one another. She's just like watching him. So Galapagos tortoises are quite good climbers. On the islands they climb up and down the volcanoes, and instinctively the first thing any of these babies have wanted to do is climb, and you put anything in there and they want to get on top of it. You really can't climb that, buddy. I know.
These two newbies will be kept in this temporary home before being moved to the main tortoise house when they are older. Time will tell if they will eventually get along, and they have plenty of it on their side. Next time on Wild Heroes, baby giraffe meets the herd.
If they get a little bit spooked, we do have the ability to go in there.
The zoo's 5 otter brothers are on the move.
Today has been years in the planning.
And the ectotherm team search for a hidden treasure.
This is the night. I can feel it.